Here's a fast run through of the answers from the geometry study guide. I measure angles with a protractor. I draw circles with a compass. Triangles have 3 sides: hex, 6, penta, 5, octagon like octopus, 8, quad, 4, 90-degree angle is a right angle, bigger than a right angle, larger than a right angle, open wide, obtuse. Oh, a cute little angle is less than a 90. The sum of two short sides of a triangle must be longer than the longest side. Sort of like this. If I got 3 sides of this triangle, and this side's 3 and this side's 4, this side has to be less than 7, or there's no way it would be able to connect the pieces. The sum of the angles of a triangle is always 180 degrees. Angle is always measured in degrees. Congruent means I got the same size, same shape. Diameter is twice as big as the radius. If 2 sides of a triangle are equal, then 2 of its angles are equal. Scalene, remember if I put the pig on the scale, he never weighs the same, so none of the sides are equal. Isosceles is like the iso cream cone, 2 sides are equal. And equilateral, all 3 of the sides are equal. 2 lines that never cross are parallel. 2 lines that do make a right angle are called perpendicular. Radius is 10. Diameter, remember radius goes halfway across the circle. Diameter goes all the way across, so that would make it 20. If the diameter is 14, then the radius is only going to be 7 because it's just going halfway. Move them up. Supposed to name the shapes. Right here we have a radius because it's going halfway across. This would be a diameter. Then I start looking for what all these pictures have in common. We got a 3-sided, a 4-sided. I mean, the only thing I can see is they all have straight sides and are closed in, which makes them polygons. All of these shapes have 4 sides, which makes them quads. These shapes all have 5, which makes them pentagons. These guys all have 6, which would make them hexagons. And over here, all of these have 8, which would make them octagons. All right, now we got to look a little more carefully. I notice that and that are parallel, that and that are parallel, and that are parallel. So each shape only has 1 set of parallel sides. That would make it a trapezoid, if I can spell it right. Name the triangle 2 ways. Well, I'm checking for angles first. There are no right angles, no obtuse angles, so it's acute because all the angles are acute. And 2 of the sides are the same, so it would be acute isosceles. On these, each one of them has 2 sets of parallel sides. So if everything's parallel, that would make it a parallelogram. In a triangle 2 ways, right there I see an obtuse angle right off the bat, so it's going to be obtuse. And none of the sides are the same, so it's obtuse scalene. On this one, all 4 shapes have, on each shape, each of them have 4 equal sides, so that would make it a rhombus. Name this triangle 2 ways. Right there's a right angle, and 2 sides are the same length because we got 2 7s. That would make it right isosceles. These guys are all rectangles. Obtuse angle. Got a right angle right here again. And none of the sides are the same. That would make it right scalene. Perpendicular, because it makes a right angle. All of the sides are equal. And the only kind of equilateral we have are acute equilateral, because all the angles are the same, which means they're all 60 degrees. And that would be less than 90 for sure. And last part, we have some parallel lines. Name this triangle 2 ways. It does have a big obtuse angle, and 2 sides are the same, which make it obtuse isosceles. We got a cute little angle, a right angle, This tool is called a protractor. And we have no right, no obtuse. That would make it acute. No sides the same. Scalene. Acute scalene triangle.